What is going on YouTube? Hidden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Specifically, in today's video, we have to talk about the continued correction to the downside that's pretty much taking over most of the major cryptocurrencies. We made a video a couple of days ago in regards to the prices actually dipping or starting to dip below our uptrend here in this support, and we were deciding whether or not we should buy in with the anticipation of more correction to come, which we were, hoping, fingers crossed, that it wouldn't happen. We'd actually start to see prices swing back up, but unfortunately that's not what took place, and we actually started to see prices dip even lower. So we did actually put in a trade, which we talked about yesterday, which was on Bitcoin specifically, where once we actually closed below our support on Bitcoin, we put a short in, and here we are continuing to drop. So we put a buy-in order at $40,522, and it is now currently trading at 38. So this is a very profitable trade, a short position that we did take on Bityard, which I'm excited for. We were on and off about Ethereum and XRP. I'm glad we didn't do XRP. There's not really much movement here, but I did see another pattern that's forming on XRP that I'd like to share with you. And Ethereum was the one that I would have liked to put a trade in, but we didn't actually expect to see the prices to continue to drop. I was actually starting to maybe see prices continue to head up. I wasn't sure, so we only did Bitcoin for right now. S&P 500 still trading sideways. Markets quite interesting right now. We'll see how tomorrow opens up, Monday morning, because that could really influence the rest of this market. You can see the past 2 days, Thursday and Friday, for the S&P have been continuing to correct lower, but for right now we are finally starting to see the bottom being retested again. So come Monday, if we do decide to open above here and trend higher, that may influence the markets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, to actually start to trend back up, which would be exciting, but who knows? We do have to talk about that. With that being said, guys, I do just want to let you guys know we are still doing our crypto coin display for my birthday, which we mentioned yesterday. So all you have to do to win one of these two right here, and as you can see in the background of my video, this is what we're giving away. All you have to do to win one of these is comment down below that you've subscribed, as well as your favorite cryptocurrency. Do those two things, as I will check, and if you're not subscribed, you won't win, but that's how you can win one of these completely free. And we'll do the drawing over the weekend, I believe Sunday, and we'll pick who's the winner. So definitely make sure to check that out. Lastly, guys, today's video is brought to us by LUNI and their new metaverse that they are creating. We have reviewed LUNI here on the channel before, but we are going to be going over their new project that they have been working on, which is really cool. So more information about LUNI will be at the end of today's video, so definitely stay tuned for that. With that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. So as you guys can see, the current coin market cap, everything is down as expected. Continued correction after the past couple of days here. Markets overall are down only about 4.3%. And you can see that pretty much takes place over all the major cryptocurrencies. XRP trading at number 6 now, down 4 to 5% in most of these major cryptos currently in the market here. And you can see right now what I really wanted to show you guys yesterday, which I didn't actually figure out until last night, was if I jump to the 4-hour charts, you can see there's a very big, what appears to be descending triangle, some sort of pennant flag forming on XRP, which you can see comes to an end right at about the 27th of February. So it takes about another week. This is a very big 4-hour and daily descending triangle forming. So you can see there's clearly a bottom support that we did discover here, which does show where prices tend to bounce off of and reverse when prices do come into contact with it. And then you can see, drawing moving forward, that there is a downtrend, a lower high right here. And at some point, this is all going to intercept with each other, and we'll decide at the end here whether or not we do decide to break bullish or bearish. So I'm not planning on buying into XRP until we complete this descending triangle, and then we'll figure out the trade when that time comes, because if we bought in right at the bottom here, there's not really going to be much play from 76 cents all the way up to 80 cents. It's a 4-cent move. It's not really worth it for the markets to then reverse back down. So expect to see more consolidation like this, filling in the gap over the next couple of days into this week, and then pretty much retesting also the the moving average here, and then we'll get that answer that we're looking for. So there's a very big 4-hour and daily, you can see descending triangle that's forming here. You can also see that we are getting, it's interesting, we're retesting the bottom support of the 4-hour. This is where this area is, and then we're retesting the top resistances here on the daily moving averages. So the top resistance on the moving averages are up here for the daily, and then the 4-hour are down here. So we're kind of intertwined inside of this, and we're just kind of ping-ponging off of that until we do get that final verdict where we consolidate into here, fill in the gap, and make that decision as to the break, which will decide on a trade then. So I am excited to see how this does decide to pan out, and I'm also happy that I didn't actually buy into XRP yet for a trade. But in regards to Bitcoin, we actually did put in a short position, and I am excited that we did take advantage of that. It was, like I said, hit or miss. We were taking a pretty aggressive approach here, and we don't normally do that. We're usually more of a conservative style channel here, but we were like, why not try? We did break through a pretty solid support level on Bitcoin specifically, so we'll just throw in a trade and we'll keep the stop loss tight just in case we do decide to head lower. And you can see we did actually break through 41,586, and once we confirmed closing this on, I believe it was the 17th, we actually put a short position opened on Bityard here, and once we entered that trade, we started to see some consolidation over the past 2 days here, and now we're finally continuing to drop lower, which is adding us even more and more profit. So I am excited that we did enter this trade. What we ended up doing was going over to Bitcoin on Bityard, going over to a market order, as you can see, putting in the type of leverage that we want, the amount of leverage, and then typing in the amount of margin that we're going to put up here, which you could see. You could do 1,000, 10,000, whatever it is. And then literally we clicked sell short. And once we open that position, we then on the position opened here, we then clicked on the action and created a stop loss just in case markets did decide to reverse back up. We'd at least lock in profits or at least break even in case we do decide to reverse back upwards. But you can see we've been in a profitable position since we entered that trade a couple of days ago. So definitely make sure to check out Bityard, as I have linked them down in the description below. You can also earn free cryptocurrency by clicking Mystery Box. This is their new promotion, as well as earn daily crypto by mining right here. And they do have a demo account that you can check out, which is completely free with Monopoly money, just to kind of learn your skills before actually using real cryptocurrency, which is really cool. So link in the description to Bityard. Definitely make sure to check them out. This is the #1 website that we use to actually leverage trade cryptocurrencies. We've been using them for probably like 2 years now, which is pretty crazy here. But with that being said, guys, diving into Bitcoin once again, you can see once this trade closed us below our support, which you can see has been a support for a very long time on the markets here, with clear retests of resistance. You can see clear retests of resistance, support, and then we had Wix retesting it, support again. Once we decided to close below this support here, we also noticed that there's a possible double top formation on the daily after getting rejected off of this moving average here, and that's when we decided to put in the short. So we closed below here, we put the short position in, and we've since been consolidating and capitalizing off the profits on the drop to the downside. Unfortunately, there's a good chance we are going to see this move even lower, continue to move lower. We'll probably hit oversold at about $36,900, but I do slowly have this belief that there is a possibility we can fall all the way down to 31K, which would be unfortunate, but it is a profitable level here. You can see pretty much there's not much support in between 31K and like 41K. There's really not much, and you can see how quickly we shot up to this level. So there's a very big chance we could easily correct down to that level, the same exact pattern. So you do have to spend close attention onto this. We do have a short position in, and I don't plan on closing it, and I am expecting to see this, pretty much stumble all the way back down to here, and then we'll take our profits and move forward, moving that stop loss down. But that's pretty much going to wrap up Bitcoin. You can see Ethereum, which is unfortunate because I wish we entered this trade too, but Bitcoin's plenty. You can see we did the same thing. Once we saw confirmation of a closure below here, we were kind of on the fence, but since then we've actually continued to correct lower, and I do believe this is going to swing us all the way down to 24.31, and then there's a target at 18.87. As you can see why, this is pretty much where support is once we actually do break through $2,400. If we break through 2,400, there's not much more support levels on the way down. So it would be a pretty substantial and quick drop to the downside here, but oversold will probably hit us at 2,400 before we see more consolidation on the markets. So overall, the markets aren't bad. There's a lot of things happening right now that you do have to pay attention to. XRP is forming a very big descending triangle, pennant flag, whatever you want to look at, which ends in about a week, and then we'll get the decision as to when we can buy in or sell short on Bityard. We have Ethereum here, which is in a continued correction. correction. So if you manage to buy into Ethereum to short it, congratulations. Bitcoin specifically, we have entered this trade and we are continuing to short this, which is great. We did enter that. We took the risk and it is paying off. So I'm excited to see that. And then as for the S&P 500, to wrap up today's episode, you can see we are in a descending triangle. We have a bottom support. We'll see how this market reacts because everything kind of falls on how it does with these supports. If we start to see prices close us below this uptrend, or sorry, this price floor here, and we close below it at maybe 42.99 or even lower at like 42.66, this would confirm that we've broken through our price floor with expectations of falling to the next support, which could be down to 42.45 or could be down to, 4,094 points. It could go much, much, much lower if we break through this. So the goal is we stay above, we stay afloat, consolidate, then see a reversal. That's the ideal scenario here. That would be great, but not everything works out the way we want it to. And with these Fed rate hikes coming soon, there's a bigger chance we could see more correction. So we just have to pay attention. Granted, I don't mind if markets dip lower, as I don't plan on selling my positions anytime soon. It would just be a good buy-in opportunity to buy at lower prices, buying the market on discount, because once we hit here, it's only a matter of time before markets start to reverse up and we have a healthy reversal and we're making 20, 30, 40, 50% profits for the year, which would be incredible. So it is what it is, although I don't think we're going to fall much lower because we are down 12% already, and I don't think there's a crazy pandemic or recession coming. Fingers crossed that we've figured this out by now. And maybe we'll see 15 to 20% at most, and then hopefully we'll see that, expected rally back to the upside here. But with that being said, guys, I do want to talk more about LUNI with you. I want to give a huge shout out to LUNI for sponsoring today's episode. As with all cryptocurrency projects, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So guys, LUNI is a decentralized token which brings benefits and entertainment onto the Terra network, but recently they decided to join the metaverse. Now, those familiar with Sandbox know that it's an Ethereum-based decentralized NFT gaming metaverse that enables non-tech savvy users to create, sell, use, and monetize their own virtual reality NFTs. Now guys, LUNIland is similar to Sandbox but different. LUNIland is the first of its type on the Terra blockchain that consists of the LUNI token and LUNIland NFTs. Now guys, they have analyzed multiple existing metaverses and decided to bring something fresh to the game. Their goal is to create a living, engaging, and colorful environment starting from the very beginning when they designed the LUNIland game map with plots. Now the first map has a size of 100 by 100 squares, giving a total of 10,000 available spaces. But unlike similar games, only about 50% of it will be allocated to plots, and the remaining space will be used to deploy like natural environments as well as common buildings and special objects, creating consistent, logical, and an animated game world. Now the first map with lands will be available in March, and they're going to promote it at the World Blockchain Summit in Dubai on the 23rd and 24th of March, so keep your eyes open for that. Also guys, each region will have different qualities and properties related to available plots, and the main region will be extended in the future by connecting it to other realms of the game. Now players will be able to acquire plots to play the game, construct their own structures, and integrate them with LUNIland NFTs. And certain NFTs will only be available for plots located in a specific area. So for example, a beach hotel can only be located on sand. And there will also be three major types of properties, which is standard, premium, and landlord. Now guys, LUNIland's NFTs will consist of only 200 handmade NFTs in the first collection, divided into three groups and released by lore.io. Now the first group are business LUNIland NFTs, which will provide passive income to plot owners, and there will be multiple businesses divided by game areas and rarity. And the higher rarity means the higher passive income once the NFT is combined with the corresponding plot. Now details about the exact APY and the whole mechanism will be provided later once the map is finalized and integrated with their V4 website. Now the second group is skins LUNIland NFTs, which will be used to customize your character in-game, and owners of those NFTs will have the possibility to select certain unique skins which are locked for the other players. And the third group is landlord LUNIland NFTs, which are the most unique NFTs in the whole collection as they come with a special property in the game. So guys, for more information about the LUNIverse, make sure to check out the links in the description of today's video. Keep in mind there will also be mini-games included so people don't get bored waiting for the final version. But otherwise, huge shout out to LUNI for sponsoring today's episode. As always, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.